can design be a strategic tool to drive innovation and user experience in this era of technology?
So the technology is allowing us to do things that were unimaginable even 18 months ago. However, it can also be a trap. So the one thing you have to do is make sure that you're focusing on working backwards from your customer and really understanding their needs. Our team is investing in AI, and I go home on Friday and then I come back to work on Monday, and the world has changed. And there's some new OpenClaw thingy or Claude Cowork or wherever it is that I need to pay attention to. But I have to remind everyone that you always need to stay focused on what your customers' needs are, and AI is just supporting that delivery.
And the other question is, what's the key to applying radical empathy in design so products fit real human needs, not just technical ones?
Radical empathy. I love that word. That's actually one of the interesting parts of Philips when we talk about our foundations. It is radical empathy. And I'll give you an example. Let me give you an example of radical empathy. So take Sophie. She's 8 years old. She's going to have an MRI tomorrow and she's scared. What if we were able to give her an application that takes her and makes her a character inside of that movie, and then we have a model that she walks through the whole experience? If you provide design tools that help empathize with how she's feeling, then you can actually prevent the 25 to 45% of children that need to be sedated, which is expensive and bad for the outcome and bad for it takes 4 times as long. So radical empathy is sometimes about understanding how Sophie is feeling so that we can deliver a much better experience. And that's actually a real innovation vector. Now I'm going to give you a different answer than when that was too complicated. Radical empathy is sometimes not just thinking about the small s and like sustainability, but really thinking about humanity-centered design. And humanity-centered design means we're thinking about the entire ecosystem of what we do. That means that we're building products that are circular, that we're really thinking about how people feel. And when you're really working in a human context, then you're not actually thinking or being distracted by the AI. You're focusing on the problems that really matter by observing them directly.